Hey guys, and welcome to my page. Today we're going to be talking about Notion, and this is an app that's used for note-taking, scheduling, just organizing people's lives. It has a lot of potential, and it's at the same time really overwhelming. So I decided to make this video so you guys can really just get the essentials down, start using the application, and see if this is something you guys can really benefit from. So without any further ado, let's dive into my laptop and I'll show you exactly how to get started and the essentials you need to properly use this app. So as you can see here, this is what you're going to start off with when you first download Notion. So you're going to be asked to create an account. I've already done that, and I do have the student plan, so I actually don't have to pay for this ever, I guess, as long as I have this email. And a lot of people think that you have to pay to properly get all the benefits, but honestly, like, even aside from the student plan, everything you need on this application is basically free. And unless you're like a group or a business, you're not going to need the premium functions anyway. So the first thing I see here is, okay, there's an untitled page and there's a menu bar on the side. And this thing can be kind of minimized, so it gets out of the way, you have the whole workflow. And the first thing I noticed when I started using this is there's a lot of wasted space. But there is a way around it. It's kind of quirky, but you can really use this as a whiteboard where basically you can place things wherever you want. You can place different types of content, and I'll show you all that as we move along. So now we're at this current page, and these are some of the templates that were created by Thomas Frank. And I do want to make videos on these where I review each of these templates. But again, I'll talk into more detail about templates in just a second. So right here, like I said, we can do our quick find. We can search XYZ. Okay, that shows up here, here, here in my notes. And you just close it out or open up whichever file that you needed. Now the next thing we can do is go to the all updates. Now this is kind of the changes that go on through your pages, and I believe you can follow people, and like this is more towards if you have like a group and you're following each other's assignments, so you can see all the changes that have come up in this section. Then you move down to the settings. Now of course this is probably the most important section, and here we can change our name, our email, we can change our password, of course just the general stuff, but we also have workspace settings. So again, this is more about my own info, but we can go towards integrations, and here we can really just use different applications alongside Notion and really maximize what we can do in Notion. And I'm going to make more detailed videos again over all these features, so don't get too bogged down about this right now. We're going to get through this, and the main point of this video is to get you started. So the next thing we want to look at is the actual framework, the pages here. Now the pages here are just that, they're pages. Now you can easily just go down here to the new page section, and I already created this, but let me delete this and then click new page. And now we're faced with this little dialog box. And I don't like editing in this mode, so I just title it whatever, tutorial, and click out of it. So now we have this tutorial page. And so now when I click it, I have this entire space instead of that little block that we had earlier. Now we just move up here, and this is typically what I do with every page. So there's all these settings around here for the specific page. The first thing I do is make sure that full width is turned on. So now you see I can have access to this entire page. Before it was kind of like centered, and I don't know why that's a normal thing, but just get rid of that. And then small text it's nice, you can fit more on here, but it's not absolutely necessary. And then you have these fonts where, yeah, you just have different fonts based on your preference. And then the customized settings. Now these are the settings for like backlinks or however you want to link this onto other pages, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So here is the shareable section of your page. So however you share it, those settings. Now of course you can favorite this, and it shows up in your favorite setting, which is really interesting and really nice when you actually set up a dashboard here. So you can have all your quick links ready to go, all your calendars and scheduling, whatever, and you have that right here on the side. But right now I don't want to favorite this, I'll unfavorite it and it's gone. So now that we've got the tutorial out of the favorite section, let's now look at the actual page, the content of the page. And so here it's really easy to just say, hi, hello, this is the YouTube tutorial, oops. And it's just simple as that, you just type as you need. But now here, when you see it says type / for commands. Now these commands are essentially the superpower for Notion. So just right off the bat, you see there's a ton of different options. So I can do a heading 1, hello, I can do heading 2, I can do a to-do list. So now that we got this to-do list, I really don't like this open gap here. So let's say we have another H1 heading. So this is typing thingy. So now let's say I want to move this to this side because again, I don't like all this empty space. So now I'll just select this, bring this up here, and boom. And of course this got displaced because this wasn't connected, but I can drag this here and there we go. So now let's say let me get rid of these two empty spaces. Let's say I have a third one of this. Now when I want to bring this, I'll again do this and we can get rid of all that empty space. So you can see this in practice as a habit tracker. So you have a to-do list, you go, hi, hello, this is cool. So now let's say you have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to-do list thing going. Or maybe you even have like a personal to-do list and then a work to-do list, and who knows what else to-do lists you have. So just like that, you can get started with something very simple and really just have fun with all the different commands. So you can have a bullet list. So I need bananas, I need oranges, I need chicken. So you can really experiment with different things, and you can of course put these wherever are necessary, under task, or if you want to just put it, oops, yeah, that works. If you want to put it as its own little thingy, like there's so many things you can do. It's an expansive document really. So if I want to put tables or a calendar, I can put that in just by putting this and then typing a table, and boom, just like that we have a series or whatever we can just create. And even better is if we go into the database tables. So you see that this is a basic block. So that means you can just use this in your documents in any way you need. But here we can create a database, and this thing, and we're going to go into depth about this as I've said many times, but this itself is a huge benefit of using Notion. So when I click it, it creates this little thing. Now, it's kind of messing up this format. Let me get rid of this stuff. So now we're with this table. So let's call it table. Let's put let's put A and then B or whatever. And then tags, we can put H, I, and then J, K. And of course, all of the things I'm doing, all the commands, everything has shortcuts. And like, for example, if I want to do a toggle, which is like one of the best features of Notion. So if I want to say hi, hello, and then do one of these, I can go hi, close that up and have like a whole series of information relating to a certain topic and just hide it up into a toggle. And that is a huge feature for Notion, and it can easily be used as flashcards or any sort of study methods and just organization. So let's get rid of this real quick and continue what we were doing. So again, the whole point of that was to just show that there's shortcuts that can be used anywhere and everywhere. You just have to look it up, and we'll probably come up with more as we go through this tutorial. So now that we have some of these tags set up, now if you look, all the other tags that I created are ready to use. So I can actually put like, okay, this is a school task, this is a work task, and kind of sort these out based on whatever one. So right here I can go into filter or go into properties and limit it to, or actually I can hide all of the properties, or I can go into search and type in I, and then the ones with I come up. And then if I type in H, the ones with H come up. If I type in K, the ones with the K come up. So this can be used to filter through information. So if we have a whole to-do list of sorts, we can easily just break it down into work tasks or school tasks or whatever else tasks we need. So that is a huge benefit. Again, there's so many huge benefits in this, but the coolest thing here is the add view button. Now if I click this is my favorite feature, and I've been saying that a lot because this thing is really cool. But watch when I click the board, click create, now look. Now this looks kind of weird because we put like fake information, but these are draggable. This is like Trello. If you've ever used Trello, I just like subtasked that in, which was not what I meant, but let's call this something else like K so we can see what's happening. So now when I put this here, it's added under here. When I move it here, it's over here. So I can put like a series like, okay, this is task ideas, and then this is, so these are all the tags if you recall. So these are ideas, this is videos, started, audio, oops, I didn't change that. Audio, let's just act like I did. So now let's say I have an idea for a YouTube video, and then I get it started, and then I'm working on it, and then I'm done with the video, so I move it to the audio section. And so you can easily use this as a project managing sort of board, just like Trello is used. And really, this can be put into even a calendar view. So I haven't added dates to these, but let's say I go into this and put hi, and put my date as March 4th. So now when I click out, you see that's over here. And when I go to my board view, there we go, no tags, hi. So when I go back to the calendar view, I can open this up, add a tag, let's say audio. So now just like that, all my other views, like my table, so hi has been added to audio. When I go to the board, audio has hi in it. So this feature, this set of database stuff is really good and really important for organization, for workflow, for project managing, and you can use this in a really expansive way. You can use this in all sorts of ways that I can't even think about. And the more I look into this, the more I found out that there's so many different commands and different features that we can put through all these different blocks we can use. And it's really intricate, but I'm not going to the intricate stuff right now, like synced blocks and stuff. That's going to be in another video later on. But again, this is for you to get started so you can really see the power of this and get excited and start using this yourself. Now, again, this software can get really overwhelming. I started it and I stopped because it was really inundating for me. But I stopped, I took a step back, made it simple, and now I'm trying to learn this properly. So Just like that, I want to teach you guys what I wasn't able to learn right off the bat, so you can get a better impression and really use this to your own benefit as best as you can. Now guys, before we move on to the next tip, it would mean the world to me if you'd like and subscribe if you learned anything of value in this video. As a new YouTuber, each and every one of you mean the world to me, and I would really appreciate your support. So let's keep going. So now that we've talked about some of the cool features, some of the most useful features, let's talk a little bit about the aesthetics. So first of all, let me put this away, go away. And then let's look at this ugly, non-beautiful page, because this is ugly. So let's say we add an icon. A bubble bath, sure, and we add a cover. So what originally happens is you're gonna get these random generated images. So you're gonna go here, and either you can put any random emoji you want, you can put like this thing or this boy, and it's really high def, like it's really nice and crisp. But let's say you wanna upload an image. So you can go here, click upload image, and upload anything you want, and that can be a part of this image. Or you can go into the link portion, and whatever link you put in, it's going to immediately come here and populate itself. So it's kind of nice, it's customizable-ish, but this part stays as it is. So let's say we come here, we go to change cover. Here we also have the same options. We can change with some of the presets. We can go to upload, link, or unsplash. And here there's a bunch of free different images that we can use as a cover and really just get the aesthetics down for whatever task we have. So now the last and most important feature of Notion is the templates. Now the templates menu can be found right here in this template section. So here are some of the templates that Notion has already created. So let's say there's a grade calculator. So you put in your grades, you put in the penalties, whatever else, and it'll pop out the final score and whatever other information you need. And it also explains itself right below the actual page. So any changes you need to make, anything else. And if you're a coder, you've seen this on like GitHub and stuff where the code is explained right below. So it's similar to that. And so there's a ton of different templates we can use. So for example, there's this reading list, and you just click this use this template button, and just like that, you're gonna get this page and you can get started using it right away. So let's say I want to add a book or something. So we say book, the status, okay, so here it comes with the status is ready. So let's say I'm listening to this book and we put the author, so these are some of the other authors that are included. But let's say it's J.K. Rowling. Oops. So now this tag is added here. Now we go to publishing, whatever, I don't know why anyone would go into that much detail, but you can. And then you can add the links if there's an article or whatever it is. You can add your own ratings and just go from there. There's a TV series, whatever the case is, it's really customizable and it's ready to go just from this templates button. And the best thing about this template system is that you can create your own templates. So let's say you want to create a to-do list specifically for your workplace. Now instead of copying the page over and over, you can create a template that just goes straight through and copies over every single time with the databases, with the tags, and everything else that's included. And the best part of this is that you can use templates from other people. Now I've said this many different times that this is the best feature, that's the best feature, but this feature of using templates that were created by other people is the top it all, is the best feature there is, because people have put in hours generating the perfect template. And yeah, it might not be curated to your personal needs, but you can take this entire database and really switch up whatever is needed to really just make it customized to you. And you can get all the benefits without necessarily having to worry about the portions that don't really relate to you. So just like that, in one click of a button, someone has put hours into a template and you just copy it and use it to your liking. Now I showed you how you can take notes with this app, you can schedule yourself with this app, you can make a to-do list, you can organize your projects, and there's so many things that I don't know about since I just got started recently. So imagine how powerful of an application this is to be able to do all these different tasks in one app. And to top it off, this app is available on iPhones, on iPads, on Androids, tablets, on your MacBook, and all of these different devices. So just like that, I can go to my phone, open up Notion, and update any database, any notes, anything I need, just like that. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, the key to Notion's success is to just get started. I mean, really, don't watch more videos and overwhelm yourself. Just download the app and get started. See how you can use this in the most simple way to get your tasks done. And then come back to my channel and I'm gonna make more videos in depth into the different things you can do in Notion and learn it then. If you try digesting all the material at once, you're probably gonna give up Notion altogether. And I kinda did that, and then I came back to it and gave it a second chance, and I'm glad I did. So I really hope you learned something from this video. There's a ton to learn here, but stick around, hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for future Notion videos because there's a lot to open up here. And if you wanna learn about the Kindle, I have a really cool video on how amazing this device is, so check it out. Don't miss out on the amazing information. Yeah, just click, yeah, go, okay. Click it, yeah. I'll see you there.